The reason I'm making this video is because it just occurred to me.
Oh yeah.
That when I didn't beat the shit out of Sharon, I broke her.
What?
But other than that, I was really chill. I just like to listen. If you have a cool idea, I'm like, sure, that sounds cool. I don't have a whole lot of ideas in my head. My plans take 10 years to realize. I'm not impulsive. I don't have that in me. But I like being around that. Someone cheerful and high energy and impulsive with those crazy ideas. I love that. Why don't I get to have that? I worked really hard. I made all the right sacrifices. Why do I have to put up with it? Why couldn't I have?
Why can't I get pussy?
Somebody fucking told people that I was emo because I burst into tears. Am I emo? I'm not fucking emo. Throw on some sweatpants and a t-shirt. Some queen-size bed. It's not like I'm spooning my kid, right?
How did you not hear me 5 minutes ago? Like,
God damn.
Okay, it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't watch 3 minutes of I Hate You.
I got insight.
It's okay.
Some haircut.
Yeah, you know, it was so funny because I'm over here. I'm
rewatched.
Bro's yapping about Minecraft over Ian. I was like, it would make sense if I just was not fucking sharing my screen.
I'm gonna just use my imagination for what I'm saying.
It's
Give me nods.
Yeah.
People give me free coffee. People doing little things to be nice to me and to show respect for me and to help me out in little ways as I move through the community.
What am I looking at right now?
Boy.
I just
Oh
want to
damn.
reiterate that I fucking hate all of you.
What is this?
But the only reason
100
this channel
days.
exists is because I'm in misery and pain and lonely and poor. And I'm completely fucking isolated, completely fucking emasculated. Nobody respects. If I was with my woman, my petite, happy, cheerful
Big old
woman,
wall.
will give me blowjobs and make me sandwiches and has high energy and someone that makes me feel happy, makes me smile at their energy when I'm with them.
Absolutely, bro.
If I had that, I wouldn't talk to any of you. I wouldn't post videos on the internet. You'd see me just walking down the street with a smile on my face.
I can't watch the stream
But I
because
wouldn't
I'm
have any
watching
desire to
it.
interact.
I'm in the voice chat and PlayStation.
I don't have any desire to communicate to you. I don't have any desire. I'm just miserable and depressed and lonely. This all comes from a place of hate. All these videos, they all come from hate.
I think we could tell.
That if I was a happy person, if I had a wife, someone that I find sexy and fun and high energy that
Oh
makes
my god,
me
he's looping, bro.
happy to be alive.
Gives me
If I had a soft body in my bed,
You'd-
someone to have breakfast and supper with, someone cute and cheerful and fun and funny and stylish and energetic and the kind of person that the kind of person that I love, the kind of person that I need, someone that with high energy, someone that's happy and cheerful and always has optimism and the glass is half full and anything is possible, someone fun. If I had that, this channel wouldn't exist.
Damn.
I wouldn't have anything to say.
Didn't you have that like?
I'd just be happy. So I just want you to know that we don't have a personal connection. You people out there in the internet, I don't have a personal connection to you.
Wow.
I don't want my life to be exclusively consist of personal connections. I don't want anybody to know anything about me except that they were there the day that we did these things together. My life used to consist exclusively of personal relationships. I had no...
He said he doesn't want anyone to know anything about him, dude.
Yeah, and he spends all this time talking about himself.
Yeah,
He
he's
like has
ranting.
like already like we'll be on like video 69 or something of him just yapping about his fucking life.
Yeah, I don't want
Right.
anyone to know anything about me.
Just a tad bit parasocial. Just no, not that much. No.
Tad bit what?
A tad bit parasocial.
Oh yeah, with his favorite band. Oh yeah, hopefully his favorite band comes back up. You'll learn about his favorite band eventually.
Oh, reputation.
Yeah.
I had people that would speak highly of me and give me good references. I had people that I had personal relationships that thought highly of me.
Minecraft.
Wow.
But I didn't have anybody out there that had an opinion about me that wasn't based on a personal relationship that they had with me. And I liked it that way. And I will never have that again. I will never have that
Never?
again. I no longer walk through a world where there's only two types of people. There's strangers and the people I have personal relationships with. That's how it was for me. And I liked it that way. And I'll never have that again. And I hate all of you. I hate all of you.
What did I do?
I will never, ever feel anything but hatred ever again. I just want you to understand that. That I don't care about any of you anymore. That I genuinely have hatred in my heart for you. And the reason
I'm trying to figure out, did he give a fuck at some point?
Is because there's so many people out there that have opinions about me that are not based on a personal relationship.
They're not based.
And I hate you. Just the fact that you know my name makes me hate you.
Oh my gosh.
He really is becoming the Roscoe Basilisk.
There you go.
This is really becoming the Roscoe Basilisk, brother. If we know his name, he hates us. He's gonna kill us now.
Bro,
Maybe the hypothesis was about Ian. Ian Foote is the Roscoe Basilisk.
No, what I'm thinking is he's doing what he does all the time. I'm the one who sat here and put all these videos on the internet, and I'm the one who doesn't want anyone to know anything about me. And because of that, I hate you. You're the reason that I posted all of these videos. What? We understand you, Ian. I see through your bullshit. You can say you hate us as much as you want, but I think we're just dead ass in the perspective of his family now.
True.
I want that to be clear. That I do hate you. That I hate everybody. And I will never love anybody again. I will never respect anybody again. I will feel nothing but hatred for the rest of my life. I want you to know that I hate you.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make you post all these videos on the internet. I didn't mean to watch the videos that you posted. Sorry.
I love them.
Oh my god. Yeah, we are hitting that point. We are just hitting that freaking point, right? And you know, these are failing to escape people's eyes. Like this is actually fucked up. Yeah, dude. Get on the foot. Like, yeah, it was fucked up after like the first 5, quite frankly. Like it's been fucked up. This is Ian Foote. We're dealing with Ian Foote.
I'm a violent misogynist.
Violent.
I can't
Put him
even
up, bro.
burst
Put him
out
up.
laughing, dude. Like we've actually we've actually sat here and just we've discovered Ian. We've went down the freaking rabbit hole, and like I was literally just telling you, Amori, do not put it past him It's not the fact that he doesn't have certain ideologies. It just hasn't crossed his mind yet to say it. He wasn't afraid of saying any of it. It just hadn't crossed his mind yet.
Mm.
And he's kind of at the point where it's not a question whether or not he's self-aware. You know? The dude's straight up saying, I am a violent misogynist. This is, yeah. Yeah, we've hit that point where the dude is like...
He's being transparent. He's just being honest. There's no reason to even lie anymore.
Yeah. Maybe we'll, dang, vehicles. It's a beautiful sky. Maybe we'll start getting more context. Maybe he'll start being a lot more upfront with these other stories that he's been telling us. Maybe we'll start understanding him a lot more.
I hope.
I don't even want to have sex with him anymore. I don't even want to have sex with him. I don't find him attractive anymore.
What's a man?
Beat the shit out of him. Like, I don't want to have sex with him. I don't. They used to feed me energy. They made me feel attractive, interesting. They trusted me. They were open with me. They expressed themselves to me. They were happy and fun and bouncy and bubbly and cute and sexual. They let me lead. I was powerful. I had money, style, control. I knew what was going on around me.
That nigga he never fails. Just throw it in there. Just throw it in there. They let me lead.
Just to remind you that there was a time where, I was a patriarch. I was super powerful, the strongest person. I made all the money, I got all the bitches. I was better than everybody. But now I'm not anymore. I'm worse than what I used to be.
It's all our fault. It's all our faults.
God, freaking yeah, it's our fault. It's our fault. It's his family's fault. So if someone tries to get help for Ian, he probably won't accept it. This is honestly a ticking time bomb. That's why I'm honestly, half of me really wants to start dying when he says certain things, but the other half is actually disturbed because it's yeah, if a bro is really just feeling like a compulsion to just hurt people, then yeah, I mean, bro's just a danger to society. There's no real other way to put it. You're just on the internet saying other people.
From what I heard from his older videos, he used to tell stories about how he used to kill animals.
Yeah, bro.
So I wouldn't put it past him. Me personally, I would just make the subscription, whatever term you want to use. I would just say that this nigga's probably a psychopath.
Oh yeah, well that
I might see him on Dead by Daylight.
Ago. Yeah, the casting of Ian Foote.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It's actually perfect.
Might be closer than you
I
think.
was in control of my social environment. I was aware of the realities of the social situation I was in. And I love women. But I don't anymore. I just hate them. I really am, genuinely. I really am a violent misogynist. I just want to hurt them. I just want to beat the shit out of them. I just want to knock them to the ground and kick them and stomp on them.
Yeah, it's really, yeah, it's kind of just, it's kind of getting
All the
fucked,
lies.
actually.
All the games. Power games and respect and all this shit. I just want to hurt them. I just want to hurt them. I really want to go to Texas and buy a bunch of guns and come back up here to Canada.
Dude, this nigga's unironically just gonna end up in
I mean,
like, it's not even like, he's got to be on a list right now.
let's just thank the liberal gods of Canada that make it fucking impossible for people to frequently do that shit. Because if he was down here, he would have already fucking did it.
Yeah. He's talking about going down to Texas, and he's like, yeah, I know where to get him. Go to Texas, come right back.
If this nigga tried to put his passport through the shit after making this video, the FBI would fucking jump on him like immediately.
Yeah, someone's got to. I mean,
yeah, they don't accept those type of threats inside of the, inside of our own country. They accept those type of threats, but outside our country, like, how dare you come from Canada and try to shoot people? No,
shit's just crazy, dude. And like, I'm sitting here realizing every time it happens, it's probably a motherfucker like exactly like this, like just straight up, every time.
They try to use them for the little venting.
Say that one more time.
So they go and they just make videos on YouTube.
Yeah, honestly,
to reach out.
Bruh, it's not even a cry for help, as you sometimes can like notice. This is just straight up just venting. But like, when people vent. This is straight up just like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like killing the world. I feel like killing people. I feel like actually murdering folks. Actually just buying guns and murdering folks. Like, the best we could do is like, I mean, people are calling the cops on him because of the videos that he's made. Bro is looking like Evil Ernie.
Start. I never thought that I would end up like this.
Yeah, bro, you're a patriarch.
And this is how it is.
He
I've
claims
been slandered so many times in so many ways. So many times in so many ways. I've been slandered so many times in so many ways.
Do you slander yourself as well, Ian?
weak ass muscle mass. Yeah, he's slandering the fuck out of himself.
That's why he's just doing it like
I work really hard to be a decent man. Kind and gentle with women.
He said it's really hard to be a decent man. What?
That's super telling. I mean, it's one of those, like, one word can paint 1,000, ideas.
Yeah, brother. And it's like, what good will telling this man to go get help do? Literally, what good will it do? He's not gonna listen. Best we can do.
The moment you say it's too hard,
okay. Yeah. It just rolls off the tongue so easily, like it's not his fucking fault. It's like he's used to being this way, like, throughout his whole life, just playing victim his whole life. He's acting like he's acting like he shouldn't be called bad things by people. It's like, okay, Ian.
It was a little crazy, it seemed. A little overwhelming. You go into our house and there's like plants and animals and bookcases and robots and musical instruments, like 40 musical instruments scattered around the house, and art fucking everywhere, loud, in your face art. And there's children and love. was known for my hospitality. I was always known for my hospitality.
Right.
That was one of the things.
Oh, yeah?
Right up until my whole life fell apart when Selena took my kid away. I was known for my hospitality. I'm proud of my hospitality.
Right.
When people came to my home, it was just...
Dumb place you can do.
I was never the kind of guy that wanted to go to bars and parties and hang out at other people's houses and all socialize. I was the guy that people came to visit. I was the guy that was hospitable.
Right.
I don't know how things went so wrong.
You're a piece of shit. That's why.
I hate
Because you're a piece of shit.
I hate the world.
Do you
I
know?
can't think of any of these good things. I take a moment and like reminisce about these fond memories.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember that there's been nothing but anguish and pain from these people for years since then. I remember that it ended badly. I remember that every interaction that I've had since then has been defined by negativity and contempt and anger and pain and fear and confusion. I can't have anything.
Right.
Everything in the past, it's just every happy memory that I have, every fond memory that I have of every single person that I've ever had a relationship with, they're all poisoned. I want to be able to think fondly of something. I want to be able to remember something good about something, to have some kind of happy memory in my life, but I don't have any. Because every single fucking good memory that I have,
Mm-hmm.
I can like feel good for a little while because I narrow in on it, and then I remember the way they treated me at the end, the way they
Emphasize a
treated me
little.
since then, and it just makes me want to hurt people.
Wow.
This makes
Alright, dude. He's so
Is that your
far
fucking
gone.
conclusion? He's full of shit. He's a
so far
fucking. He's
gone,
actually a
dude.
piece of shit.
Dude, he's
No, he's,
so
no, he's
far
just a
gone.
piece of shit. He's
Dude.
trying to justify, again, like everything he does, he tries to justify his feelings. So he's just saying like, oh, this is why I'm going to like hurt people. This is why I'm going to kill people because I feel bad. Fuck you. Who cares if you fucking feel bad?
That's what I'm saying. It's, dude, the last 10 sentences he probably said actually didn't make any fucking sense. Like, nothing he said, like I was sitting there like, okay, like the things you're saying, you're over here stumbling through, you're stumbling, bro. No, let's just break that down real quick. Let's go break that down from the moment I started laughing.
Yeah, fuck
right?
this nigga. Yeah, let's go in. Fuck it.
and there's children and
Yeah,
love.
Jarvis, break it down.
I was known for my hospitality. I was always known for my
Known for your
hospitality.
hospitality.
Visit. I can't have anything. Everything in the past, it's just every happy memory that I have, every
I want this
fond
nigga to
memory
write
that
a
I
book.
have of every single person that I've ever had a relationship with.
I
They're
guess
all
his core is basically is a book.
Yeah, pretty much.
poisoned.
Everyone he's had a relationship
I
with,
want to be able to think fondly of
he wants to think
something. I
fondly.
want to be able to remember
Of
something good about something, to have
wants
some
to
kind of
remember
happy
something
memory in my
good.
life, but I
He doesn't want to go out and make memories now that are good memories. He just wants to come.
Also, I know he's full of shit because remember the video a couple of like maybe 5 videos ago. He was talking about his daughter. How he's like, I don't love my daughter anymore, and he told that beautiful story of his daughter, him playing in the snow with the water guns and everything, and that was like a beautiful story. So it's not that he doesn't have good memories; it's that he doesn't want to. He knows he has good memories. That doesn't justify his contempt and his anger, and doesn't justify his feelings to hurt people. So it's like, oh, I don't have any good memories. Nothing was good. I don't have any good memories anymore. You're full of shit. You do. You do.
Yeah.
You just want to kill. You just finally in your life reached rock bottom that you didn't have for your whole life, and now you have a reason to live out your dark desires that you had for your whole life, which is to kill people, which is to harm people. What you used to do is you used to control, manipulate people, and you have the power and the money and resources to do it. But not just you have the power and resources to do it, the only thing that you have left to do is to physically act upon your discontent with people, misanthropy. Like that's why. That's all he's fucking doing. He's using this as a justification to just, you know.
True.
For real, bro.
I don't have any. Because every single fucking good.
I forgot what I did. That nigga went off. I was just like, damn. Well said. Well said.
Memory I have.
Nothing but imagination.
I
Yeah,
can
no, that was pretty much what I
feel
was
good
thinking.
for a little while.
That's why I
Because I
started
narrowed in
laughing,
on it.
because it's like, yeah, like you could feel good for a little while because you narrow in on it. What? And then, all right, listen to what he's saying now.
And then I remember
everything after this.
the way they treated me at the
A
end.
straight bull.
The way they've treated me since then.
Like,
a little while. Good. I want to be able to think fondly.
He wants to think
something.
fondly
I want to be able to remember something good with something, to have some kind of happy memory in my life, but I don't have any.
Right. Which is his fault.
Because every single fucking good memory that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's walk it back.
I can feel good for a little while.
Okay.
Because I narrow in on it.
Okay.
And then I remember the way they treated me at the
listen
end.
to this.
The way
This
they
makes
treated
no
me
fucking
since
sense.
then. And it just makes me want to hurt people.
Bruh. I think I went too far ahead on my breakdown, bruh.
I don't know how things went so wrong.
Okay. Okay.
I hate myself. I hate the world.
You should hate yourself. Fuck you.
I can't think of any of these good things.
Oh no, he shouldn't, because
I
if he
take
does,
a
he's
moment
just
and
gonna want to hurt you.
reminisce about these fond memories.
He can hurt himself. Fucking kill yourself. Make a fucking video.
There's been nothing but anguish.
That might actually be part of the storyline.
For years since then.
Yeah, let me not say that. I'm walking that back. No suicide. In the game of Minecraft, there's stuff in Minecraft.
Yeah, thank you.
And contempt.
Dig down in Minecraft.
Fear, confusion.
They're just gonna fall in love with you,
Anything.
Can't have anything.
Everything in the past. It's just every happy memory that I have, every fond memory that I have of every single person that I've ever had a relationship
Which is
with,
acknowledging that you
they're
have
all
one when you speak this way.
poisoned. I want to be able to think
What does that
fondly
even mean? What do you mean?
something. I want to be able to remember something good with something, to have some kind of happy memory in my life, but I don't have any.
Your fault.
Because every single fucking good memory that I have, I can feel good for a little while.
Okay.
Because I narrow in on it.
Okay.
And then I remember the way they treated me at the end. The way they've treated me since then. And
honestly, I don't have anything more to add. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, let's get to the next video. I don't wanna.
To all the people who's
all the people out there whose hearts I've broken over the last 7 years. You shouldn't have stood up to me.
He's so full of shit. Absolutely full of shit.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit I'm talking about, where it's like, because he wants to have some type of empathy and some type of sympathy, but he can't help but be a piece of shit. He can't help but be himself.
Yeah. Someone. Yeah, they're gonna keep calling the cops on him, cause that nigga's a problem.
What do you?
I generally was confused for a second. Interesting. I wonder what the comments are full of. Oh wow.
He's simply spitting.
I'm not gonna repeat a single thing of what I just saw in the comments. Not gonna lie.
No, I agree as well.
Jarvis, I'm gonna need you to wipe the last 15 seconds of audio and video.
Yeah, I was just testing you niggas. I was just testing you niggas.
Oh my god! I
know
failed.
Ken,
I
I
failed
know
the
Kenneth
test.
muted himself. You caught Kenneth.
My clip chat. He is being around. There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
he was.
I can
Huh?
understand him.
Yeah, right.
Right.
It amazes me, you know.
What amazes you
It's
at
like
this point?
a stereotype. It's like
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you are a stereotype.
that women want a man that will listen to them. That's like a
Preferably, yeah.
stereotype. That's like a cliche. That's in every fucking romantic comedy that was ever made to appeal to a female market.
I wonder
They
why.
want a man that will listen.
What the hell is the standard?
And
Oh yeah, you have.
What is the standard?
You haven't
Yeah.
gotten
I
that far. Yeah, don't
like to listen. I like to listen. I've got all this stuff in my head that I don't want to think about and I don't want to talk about. And it's nice to just sit across the table from some cute woman with high energy and a positive attitude and just listen to her
What the
run her
hell?
mouth off like a little bird.
Go outside.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, really.
That they'd be super excited and high energy and animated, and they just talk, and it's like they make entire romantic comedies about how women just want a man that will listen, and that's what I was, a man that liked to listen. I liked sitting across the table eating a meal and just listen to them go blah 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 blah, little birds, high energy little birds. How cute they are, and they make you smile, and their energy's infectious. And they won't talk to me. They go out of their way to not open up to me at all and try to draw me out. I don't
Talk about beating
understand.
the fuck out of people. Didn't he say?
I think
Maybe I'm wrong. Didn't this nigga say before that he didn't care about how a bitch felt or what a bitch needs? He just wanted to make sure if she could suck his dick, make a sandwich, and not be a bitch. Didn't he say that before? I mean, that's not really like that's not really like that's not really like the standard of practice to make sure a bitch wants to talk to you. Maybe.
Oh, so you're talking about the other ones then, which means not capitalist, not conservative, independent, and feminist. That
Let's be
you're talking
real.
about the
Most women
that
don't describe
want me to
themselves like that.
dominate them.
Most women don't describe themselves as capitalist or conservative because that's the only thing men give a fuck about.
Okay.
And sure, if you meet a bitch who's like, yeah, I'm a conservative, or yeah, I'm a liberal. She's just trying to like read the
I'm a
room.
Leo.
She's trying to get some dick. She's trying to get a dick from like certain person. She's like trying to make sure that she says like all the talking points that she thinks that nigga is gonna listen to. Yeah, no. Most bitches don't give a most chicks want to watch fucking Love Island and fucking chill out.
Well, you love Long Island too? We gotta watch it together sometime.
No.
They really just want to make men miserable. I think they really just want to make men miserable.
No, they just want to make you.
He's actually based. He's right. No, he's right. Bitches are like making niggas miserable. That's based. He's based for that. He's right.
Nah, let's be real. We're humans. We hate each other. And there's story. See? That's really all it is.
Exactly.
The thing is,
Yeah.
as much as I would sit here and say, yeah, he's base, he's right. This is something that, like, it depends on who's saying these things to me, because I know how Ian sees the world. This is not him saying that doesn't have the same weight as you or I saying that to someone.
Yeah, because you have common sense.
Because however he approaches this whole issue, it's like he has a reputation, you know. Like everywhere he goes, he gets a reputation. He maintains his reputation, and like he never forgives anybody, ever. 48 years of living, he never forgave anybody. So, how could it possibly be? I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Spend all their time talking about how they want a man that will listen, because most men don't want to. And when they find me, a man that likes to listen, a laid-back, easygoing, chill guy that just likes to listen, enjoy comfort and pleasure, and
It's a fucking
they won't
pick
talk
me,
to
bro.
me. They go out of their way to wall themselves off
Well, yeah,
as much as
the
possible
submissive,
and try to draw me out
traditional woman.
to get me to open
Submissive
up.
and
Waiting to be
inbreedable.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, I hate women. I hate them. I loved women. I love listening to them talk like little birds, blah, 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 blah. Their high energy and their
He's looping. He's looping.
enthusiasm. And I was just like the strong, silent guy that just takes care of problems.
He's a
Doesn't
stoic.
even need to dominate every single fucking little thing like my father did.
I do believe
My
that
father
it's
grew up
stuff.
in the engine room of a ship,
This comes
and
from
everything had to be
family.
perfect or the ship crashes into the rocks or whatever. I'm not like that at all.
This man can beat up Andrew Tate.
I actually like
With police officers.
I mean, probably.
just keep an eye on everything, and as long as everything's okay, then let them do their thing. You know, I don't feel the need to control every little thing about everybody. I just needed to be able to take control when I needed to.
Bro, he literally this is just him not being able to handle rejection. That's literally all this is. And it's like, I understand,
Yeah.
like, the thing is, like, I'm not gonna justify how women do it or anything like that, but you're 48 years old and you've had 3 wives. Like, you're talking about fucking all these women. Like, you should know how women, like, and you talk like you do understand women sometimes. You, like, in the regards of submissive area, like the submissive women area, I'll give you some kind of leeway there, because it seems like you know how submissive women like to act. You know, you could see you seem like, you know, there's people for you, Ian. You know, so, and it's a field that you've navigated. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I'll be a submissible girl for Ian. Fuck it, I'll do it. I'll take the bullet. Come on, Ian, come fuck my ass real quick.
Only for me.
I just don't know why he said, like,
I saw Ian first.
dude,
Yeah.
I don't know how many more times we're gonna have to sit here and say I don't know why he's acting like that, you know, because it's like,
Yeah, I'm taking a
straight up
shot.
He knows he's a violent misogynist, but like then like the next video he's like acting confused. They won't let me love them, bro. You are a violent
I'm
misogynist.
a violent misogynist. I
Declared.
hate everything. And then
Declared, like, bro.
I also think it's funny that he's like, oh, I don't want any power. I don't want any like type of power or control over you. I just want to control the things that I feel like I need to control. It's everything. Like, what the fuck?
Everything in
He's
her
he's
life.
like Dr. Doom if he wasn't honest.
But other than that, I was really chill. I just like to listen. If you have a cool idea, I'm like, sure, that sounds cool. I don't have a whole lot of ideas in my head. My plans take 10 years to realize. I'm not impulsive. I don't have that in me.
You're not in.
But I like being around that. Someone cheerful and high energy and impulsive with such crazy ideas. I love that. Why don't I get to have that? I worked really hard. I made all the right sacrifices. Why do I have to put up with it? Why couldn't I have
I can't pussy.
Because it's not easy being a good person.
We could finally laugh at Ian again. He's crying.
about
He's
to
like,
cry.
why can't I get pussy? He's actually crying about not getting pussy.
God, the
Oh
deep
my
literally is the peak when you compare him to this guy.
god.
Actually.
Oh my freaking god, dude. There's literally no way he's crying.
He said, is anyone gonna match my freak?
Oh my fucking god, dude.
He's actually, he said, why can't he's saying he's like, he actually is an incel at this point. Like, I deserve pussy.
Yeah, there's you know, I do have this kind of logic where I say, oh yeah, you could declare it, but like no, this is one of the niggas that like, you know, I might have to change how I see. You know, I might have to make an exception for Ian. I think I'm gonna make an exception for Ian on how I see incels, because like usually incels are proud to be incels, but maybe he hasn't realized it yet. Maybe he doesn't know he's an incel yet. Like the word "I'm an incel" hasn't gone through his head. Like maybe that's all. Maybe that's all we need. Is for him to like think those words and he'll admit it.
That. I just want to hurt them. I just want to hurt them.
Dude.
They won't let me love them.
Dude.
They won't let me love them.
Is this a Bill Burr bit?
Some women.
Oh, I'm a lover.
Some women are fighters. You ever see that video about the protesters down in South America, where the stout old man with the white hair is trying to drive through, and there's a bunch of protesters in the way, fighting for what they believe in, and he just pulls out a gun and shoots them in the head, execution style.
Yes.
I like that old man.
He likes the old man that shot up the fucking protesters.
Yeah, I guess he
I guess he's
loves
saying
a fighter.
shout out to him.
My dude. Okay. My
Bro needs a Snickers.
I think we were getting. I think the
Anything
next
from
video is
protein.
I think the next video is the one where he mentions the spooning.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
What? He's a little spoon? Oh.
Yeah.
Someone's a little spoon. I know.
It's about to be you, bro.
I wish.
What the hell?
I talked to F. Tropicoga about my dreams.
F. Choke. What?
Back when I was still working for Shopify, and I thought I was going to be rich.
Broke on his dick.
I wanted to buy land.
Right.
I wanted to build a house. I wanted to build a food forest, a perennial forest ecosystem composed entirely of food-bearing plants.
All right, bro.
I wanted to have a bunch of children. And I know that when people are away from the city, they can get strange. I'm from the East Coast.
From the East Coast.
Hearing that sentence out of Ian is just. It's like.
From the East Coast.
Nah. No, did you not hear him?
They can get
Yeah, go back.
When people are away from the city, they can get strange.
He doesn't think he's strange now. He'll think he'd think he'd be strange if he were away from the city.
Oh, me.
I think he would be worse than he already is right now.
Yeah, I was thinking he'd probably be one of those niggas that like you get stuck on his barn and you're like legit on some Texas Chainsaw shit. To be honest,
He could be the new character. I could see it.
The Silence of the Lambs, was it? Yeah.
Oh, like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
He looks more like a Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill. I don't think I know Buffalo Bill.
No, you're not wrong. Buffalo Bill, actually.
He's the villain from Sons of the Lambs.
I know that people can get strange when they're alone in the woods. They become peculiar. So I wanted to make sure that didn't happen. I wanted to protect against that.
You're peculiar.
I wanted to build
You're
a bunch of
strange.
little cottages. I wanted to have an artist retreat. That was my goal. That was how I wanted to live out my final days on Earth. I wanted to buy land. I wanted to build a house. I wanted a wife,
This nigga's
car,
48, by the way.
bunch of kids, home office, music room, little field, a little pavilion in it, so that you can get up on stage and play music. People can dance barefoot in the grass. I wanted my food forest covering the land, and then have little paths wandering through, and a little cottage here, and a little cottage there, and a little cottage here, and a little cottage there.
Bro, it's
So
not
that
Thanos.
artists, creative type people, painters, musicians, sculptors, writers, poets, could come to get away from the hustle and bustle and the craziness of the city and go to a tranquil place where they could be in a beautiful natural environment, have some privacy.
Dude, Robert, I think we know what the story is. I think
Do
we know
we?
what the story is. Yeah, Ian just gave us our actual, like, we could actually just straight up, bro. So okay,
Wait.
check it.
You just give us the final piece?
So no, so we're going to. It's going to be about some artists who go on a retreat after, you know, accepting some kind of invitation, and Ian is gonna be
Okay.
the guy.
Oh
What
shit.
he's telling, the things that he want, it can still become a thing through fiction. We can craft the story that he's giving us right now. He wanted to make it. Okay, so we're going to make an Ian that has gotten that far, but he's still Ian Foote. And I think right now we're still in the early chapters of Ian Foote. And every book has a climax. Right? Every story has a
Right.
climax. Everything has a climax.
In
So
theory,
when it
yes.
hits that point, it'll also give us inspiration for how our Ian Foote will end.
Oh yes, life imitating our art imitating life.
Yes, 100%. I think we know. Well, bro, I'm not gonna. Jesus Christ, Ian.
See, they won't be surrounded by kids and everything like that. You know, it's not going to be like a vacations place where I got
In our story,
stomp on my vegetables and I'm having.
and can Ian be called Ian Fruit by the Foot?
Okay. Bro, make
I
this
don't know.
man the next writer for Shrek 5. I don't care
If I
how
had one of
telling
those
you, bro.
magic wands from Minecraft, I would like delete you. I'd delete you. No, someone kill this man. Ian.
No, Ian, chill.
Why don't you demonstrate
Chill,
your
bro.
hatred on Robert real quick?
Yo, Cho is validated.
Let me have my bad jokes, god damn it.
Exactly. I just hired this man. I just paid this man.
To like deal with problems and shit.
Spend your money elsewhere.
My kids is fine, but I don't want to run a vacation spot. I don't want to be working at Disneyland. I don't want Disneyland to deal with problems
I
and
give
shit.
a fine.
My kids is fine, but I don't want to run a vacation spot.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
miss
want
as
to
a
be
kid so
working
much.
at Disneyland. I don't want Disneyland in my backyard. So
If no one wants to
gonna-
see her ass at Disneyland, so
Yeah, that's gonna be a line that he says in the story. He's gonna laugh just like that. Yeah, you know, I don't want Disneyland in my backyard, but it's still a pretty good, and it'll be like it'll be an artist retreat. How like we'll craft an artist retreat, bro. It'll be perfect.
And then these artists could like go to their cottage and do what their creativity, and then they could go wander around and bump into each other and have happy little accidents and collaborations.
Right. Be creative.
And I
How
wanted
could
to
this go wrong?
set things up so that I could have like a basket delivery service for the food that grows in my food forest. this
The
week
food forest.
apples.
So we're in
and-
the forest. We are perfect setting. Artist retreat in the forest. Oh. Oh,
What could go
yes.
on?
Yes. I'm thinking how we could progress the plot from simply being an
I feel
artist
like
retreat.
with this story, I don't even want it to be like a necessarily like a horror, like violent thing. I want it to be like a drama. At the end, once Ian kind of gets to his final, whatever happens to him at the end, I want each artist that we learn and develop with to talk about Ian in their own type of expressive form. There's one that's a poet, one that's a painter, one that's a sculptor, and they all find their own ways to express their views and opinions on like this crazy but like rich man that they met at their this retreat.
I feel like that would be pretty good, but maybe post Ian experience, right? Rather than current Ian experience. That could be like
Right.
after everything's said and done. That's like that would be a really powerful thing. Post like for a resolution is that they all have their expression. That way, and maybe niggas die, maybe niggas don't die.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be
Maybe
horrifying for people to die.
maybe Ian is the friends we made along the way.
Maybe.
Ian is the friends we made along the way.
Or
Maybe.
better said, Ian is probably the foots we made on.
The
Exactly.
feet we smelled along the Schneider trip.
Ian's made us one step closer to being better.
True.
I'm just trying to
'Cause, I
understand.
look at
This
this
is
dude, and I just get afraid. I'm like, yeah, dude, I can't. I actually can't.
yeah. Like his Oppenheimer moment is like him just making people into statues. Like I think.
Albert, remember when I told you that the Ian Foot videos would cause the end of the world?
Oh, true. I can't hear that in the newspapers right there.
Too
Headline.
bad we unfortunately couldn't warn the masses, and now it's just you and I. And now it would be like Dr. Stone, but it's Ian's fault.
Can you hear the music, Alfred?
Oh, the music in your head? I'll pretend that I do.
Season, and we got lots of them. Next week it's grapes and whatever happens to be fresh.
Next week it's grapes.
Pick a bunch of it,
bro.
put it in the basket, ship
Just
it
like
out.
weird.
random food during the
And I
summer
wanted
season.
to hire elderly people to do that for me.
Old
Elderly,
people.
retired people. Young
You
people
wouldn't
aren't going
hire
to want
them.
to do
They
that.
old.
And I didn't want to ship in immigrants from other countries.
Huh?
I
What
wanted
does
to,
that have to do with
hire
anything?
elderly people.
Why?
Just come to our place.
To just
The
come.
fact
So like
that there's no
they're from
in
the same place.
between. The fact that there's no in between from elderly people to immigrants from other countries.
there might be. He might explain it.
Like
You might have to let him cook.
young
Maybe.
young people don't want to do that. I'll hire elderly people. Like young people, as if there's old people, young people, and then there's immigrants from other countries. I love Ian.
Wander around at your own pace in the peaceful tranquility and the beauty of nature. And just pick at your own pace. No rush, no pressure. And then take everything that you've collected.
Sounds like a
drop
slave
it off,
master describing
go home,
slavery.
whatever you want while you're here. To provide employment and a meaningful existence and something productive to do. And so I could have old people wandering around. Not a lot of them, just a few, Give them a job, give them something to do. And have a bunch of kids and just live my life like that. That was my dream. I didn't want to be a fucking hero. I didn't want to be a
A
hero.
hero?
He describes him
I'm
as
a
fictional,
natural
quick, within reason bullshit.
I naturally.
I don't want to be a hero.
I don't dominate everybody around me. I don't go, we're doing this and you're I don't do that.
You
But
naturally
wait a minute,
dominate everybody around.
Everybody's
you.
talking and brainstorming and thinking and whatnot. And then there'll be like a moment where everybody's like, I don't know what to do. And I step into the power vacuum and I get everybody organized and I lead them. Because that's who I am. I'm a natural leader. when I have job interviews.
Some would say a hero.
The interviewer doesn't.
Some would say a hero. Oh, dude, yes,
My-
perfect. We start the story off from Ian's perspective, and he'll be saying things like, "Bro, dude, he has so much beautiful content. Oh my god, dude! It's like we wouldn't even have to write the story. You could just use Ian Foote quotes to write the whole entire book. Like every time you need to write dialogue, he's already said something, and you could just put it. You could just insert something that he's already said.
He's already like fictionally absurd enough that like people would believe that we wrote this. Like we had to come up with it because it's absurd just in just a normal existence of a fucking life.
Truly, bro. Oh my god, dude, this is it. We're gonna go ham with the
Run
Infoot comic.
the show. I do. I take
Infoot
control of the
media.
interview.
I have
It's
a better ending than my
I'm
hero.
interviewing them and not the other way around. I'm just.
Definitely.
That's who I am. I'm an alpha. I'm a natural born leader. If I'm allowed to be involved in a group and we're working together on something, I naturally take the lead. I just can't help it. I get impatient. The tension builds in the air. If I'm in a group of people and there's like this lull and nobody knows what to do and there's tension in the air, that tension pushes me to act. I have to lead. I can't sit there. Everyone else is sitting there. I don't know what to do. 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 And the tension builds on me. And I'm like, I can't take the tension. I have to step forward and lead. That's what makes me a leader.
Bro, back up in the camera,
It's not
dog.
because I have some fucking drive to dominate others. I don't want the responsibility.
What?
I
Yes,
have
it
some
is.
fucking.
Just let it trigger.
So full of shit. I
What makes
mean, he's like a liar.
It's not because I have.
He said, "Oh my god." Yeah, literally. It's so easy for him to lie. It just rolls off the tongue that he's lying about the literal thing that he just said like a second ago. Like he's instantly instantly contradicting himself.
Have to step forward and lead. That's what makes me a leader.
I
It's not
have
like-
there's tension in the air. Is that tension not this drive that you have, you fool? Why like you like oh my god.
Because I have some
He's
fucking.
trying to separate his action from the feeling. Oh my god.
Exactly. Yeah.
Drive to dominate others. I don't want the responsibility.
Yes, it is.
I don't. I don't.
Yes, you do. Bruh, he wants to lead, but he doesn't want the responsibility. Oh my fucking god.
But I am.
It doesn't
natural
make any
alpha,
sense.
A natural leader. When I step into a room, when I step into a group, when I'm part of a team, I always end up being the guy that takes control and takes the lead. Because no one else there is able to do it. It's not because I crave it. It's because everyone else is just sitting on their hands, and I can't.
Dude, it's like he consciously says he doesn't crave it, even though like psychologically he fucking does. It's insane. Like you could literally we could tell that he needs it. Like it's a fucking addiction for him. He needs to lead. If he's not leading, he's not a patriarch. He's not dominant. Blah blah blah. This that, and he's trying to say that he is, and at the same time, exactly say that he's not. Only Ian Foote could sit there and say, "I want to do this," and not do this at the same time.
Sure.
But literally mean it.
Handle it. The tension builds, and I can't handle it. I wasn't
That's
meant
the
to be
drive.
alone. I wasn't meant to have a partner. I wasn't meant to deal with passive aggressive games and mind games and psychology and shit. My life just turned into a fucking hellish nightmare.
He wasn't meant to have a partner. That's how you know. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm even pointing it out at this point. Of course, that's Ian.
My life turned into a fucking hellish nightmare. I just wanted a family. I didn't want to be a hero. People thought I was going to
It's
save them.
enough.
People thought I was going to save them. You know why I didn't save you? Because you wouldn't let me lead. You wouldn't let me lead.
I wonder how he came to the conclusion
That's why I
that
couldn't
you wanted
save you.
to save him.
I know that you expected me to save you. You wouldn't let me lead. I couldn't save you. Can't even save myself.
Oh man, that was some self-awareness with that last line right there. That's such a profound line. I couldn't even save myself. God damn. Abusing my daughter. Oh wow.
Abusing my daughter. Here we go.
Last time my daughter came to visit me, there was a morning where she had to go hungry. She didn't get to have any breakfast. There was a transit strike going on. The entire city of Halifax was completely shut down. There were no buses, no public transportation. People couldn't get to work. People couldn't get to school. People couldn't get to university. Businesses shut down. Schools shut down. The city was like it was January or February. It was cold. I can't remember exactly when it was, but it was cold. And there was a transit strike. And I had to work from home. I didn't have much food in the house. I had to go and get some food. I had to go to the store. And my daughter slept in until, I don't know, 10 o'clock. And I was sitting, like, she didn't want to sleep in her bed in her bedroom because she felt lonely. It was a new house and she felt lonely and she wanted to sleep in the bed with me. And I was single. My common law wife and I had been broken up. So I said, that's okay. Throw on some sweatpants and a t-shirt and some queen size bed. It's not like I'm spooning my kid, right? Like, she didn't want to be alone. So I wake up and I'm lying.
You're like, why did he say that?
On the computer.
Why did he, like, I guess it's so, like, he's so, like, retarded. It's like, would you phrase it like, well, my wife left and she divorced me or whatever, and there was no one in the house, so I got this big ass bed, so yeah, why not? You can sleep in the bed with your dad. But also, he's like, it's not like I'm spooning or anything. No one even thought that. Like, who was even thinking in their head, like, oh, this nigga was probably fucking his daughter? Like, what?
Like he was.
I think.
I was like that the whole time.
I think this might.
This might take the cake.
The intro clips for part 2. I'm not gonna lie. This might just be the first thing I play, and because. I'm just disturbed, dude. Because when we first watched this clip, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny, but like it's hard to I'm just at the point where it's hard to laugh. It's hard. It's really hard to laugh at a lot of like a certain shit because you're just like Ian. You're just like Ian, dude. He's so bizarre. He's so bizarre, dude. Oh my god.
And my daughter wakes up and she's hungry.
It's bizarre adventures.
And I don't have anything. And
Exactly.
I mean, it's not like I'm some irresponsible piece of shit, right? Like there was a transit strike. The whole city was in chaos. I had to work remotely from home. And I had
put on my Batman outfit and I ran out there and I saved the city.
Stuff. I had meetings, I had things to do. And then when lunchtime came, we walked over to the store and we got a bunch of groceries and food and I fed her. Apparently this made a huge impact on her because my sister, when she wrote her hate-filled, lie-filled letter to the court to try to fucking have me locked up for the rest of my life, talking about what a piece of shit I was, she mentioned that incident in her letter to the court, trying to slander my reputation. Talking about a lie-filled letter to the court to try to fucking have me locked up for the rest of my life, talking about what a piece of shit I was.
Locked up for the rest of his life?
WW.
They might have just tried to put this.
Some tells me
already.
Yeah, it seems like he was probably on his way to prison. Based on that statement.
Yeah. thinking, because we know he went to prison. I'm thinking they might have tried to put this nigga in the loony bin. Like, he's talking about for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
You don't really have. I guess you don't really have to kill people for you to seem that sick to be put in the loony bin.
Oh yeah, true.
Ian being Ian will probably end up staying there on his own. He probably would. He would probably make it apparent that he can't really leave that place. You know. Maybe he's not so self-aware about that, but he's probably just exaggerating being sent to jail for like a month or two or some shit. But I don't know. Maybe I'm speculating. Some anecdotes.
She mentioned that incident in her letter to the court, trying to slander my reputation. That incident where she didn't get to have any breakfast one day. And it was only one day. It wasn't a pattern of behavior. It was one day. That was such a fucking vile thing that I don't deserve to be with my kid.
Oh, you should've known.
I neglected my kid. I didn't love my kid. I didn't care for my kid. Because one day, while I had to work from home remotely during a transit strike, on one particular day, she had to do without breakfast. My daughter must have talked to my sister or my mother. She must have talked to them about it. And they must have inflated it and inflated it and inflated it and inflated it. But, you know, you can't trust anything they say about me.
They framed him.
It's a matter of public record. I'm going to get my hands on the transcript. There's a hearing that I participated in with lawyers and judges, and there was an investigation done. And I'm going to get my hands on the transcript, and I'm going to read some chunks of it. There was a passage there where they talked about how I thought people were conspiring against me. And then my lawyer said, well, to be fair, Your Honor, they conducted an investigation and they discovered that both his father and his sister made blatantly false statements, that they lied to the police and told the police that Ian had schizophrenia. They told the police that he'd been diagnosed with schizophrenia when he was in Halifax. And they told the police that he'd been diagnosed with schizophrenia when he was in Vancouver. And people believe that, because why would they lie? And it took years for a proper investigation to be done. And when that investigation was carried out, it was conclusively determined that I wasn't diagnosed with schizophrenia in Halifax, that I wasn't diagnosed with schizophrenia in Vancouver, that I don't have schizophrenia, that these are blatant lies done with the intent to destroy me. Blatant lies. And my lawyer was like, to be fair, Your Honor, they are conspiring against him. And the evidence is right here.
He's looping.
The doctors conducted an investigation years later than they should have. And it is a matter of fact that they are conspiring against him. So he isn't paranoid, and he isn't schizophrenic. He is actively being conspired against by the people that are supposed to care about him the most. I'll get my hands on the transcript, and I'll read you the precise words.
Bro,
but the real gist is that you can't fucking trust anything that they say about me, because they're a bunch of fucking liars. They hate me because I'm a family man.
Oh.
That's why they hate me, because I'm a family man.
The family man that before your daughter came to your house, you didn't get groceries.
You know, even
I mean, look at his fucking.
Just go get your daughter food. Fuck your job. Just go give her food. Like, Let's go do that.
But like, yeah, but he wouldn't have to get her food if he just had food in the house anyway.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know why he didn't just. Oh, okay. My daughter's coming over. Let me go to the store real quick. Or no, nothing too crazy. Just for her to at least breakfast, lunch, and dinner while I work. So she have nothing. She would have stuff for breakfast. She has stuff for lunch, and then by dinner time, I should be off work. I should be able to make something for her.
That would require him not being an irresponsible person.
Enough.
Additionally, one that actually.
Have you ever read any of this stuff? Have you ever read any of this stuff on the internet about like being a player? They use terms like negging and stuff like that.
What?
Trying to manipulate a woman's ego level.
Niggas?
She has a high opinion of herself, and she's used to having people shower her with compliments. Then you gotta be different and chip away at her ego and make her want to prove herself. But if she's like got low self-esteem and
it's about negging,
thing that doesn't know how pretty she is, then you feed her ego, and she's starved for that. She envies all the women that get it. She doesn't think she deserves it, so when you give it to her, she'll be addicted to it. All that sort of stuff. I don't do that. Never done that. I'm always sincere. People
play that for
accuse me
2
of being
fucking
a player,
seconds.
but I never was. Never done that.
What did you just catch right there? You seen that?
I'm always sincere. People accuse me of being a player, but I never was.
Holy shit.
I'm always sincere.
Bro, that fly just got fucked.
I'm always sincere.
Oh shit.
Accuse me of being a player, but I never was.
Damn.
Shit.
I'm always
So
sincere.
fucking fast. I couldn't even see
I've
the
had-
line.
Dude.
Women
Maybe bro
try
is
to lie to themselves and tell themselves that I
fucking
don't mean what I
schizophrenic. There was
say.
no fly.
But
What
I'm
was he
just
doing that for?
manipulating them. But I do mean what I say. If I don't like you, then I don't fucking like you. If I like
I'll
you,
kill you.
then I like you. I don't play with people. I don't manipulate people. I shoot from the hip. Just say what I think. Sometimes I keep it to myself. But I don't say things I don't mean.
No, I actually believe you.
You want to hear the really fucked up thing? You want to hear the really fucked
I
up
kind of
thing?
do want to watch this one again.
They called me a manipulator. They called me a manipulator. And they told people not to open up to me because I'd manipulate them. And then they called me a narcissist who only cares about himself. How am I supposed to fucking care about you when you fucking labeled me as a manipulator and you won't fucking drop your fucking frame? You play your fucking stupid little games. You hold your frame up. You make it impossible for me to know you. You try to fucking get inside my head
frames.
so that you'll be in some fucking kind of a power position or some bullshit. I wanted to know what you thought. I wanted to know you. I wanted to connect to you. I wanted to have a personal relationship with you. I didn't want to fucking spy on you and research you and do background checks and ask all your friends who you are. I wanted to spend time with you. I wanted to get to know you. I asked questions. I tried to get you to open up to me. That's not what narcissists do. That's not what narcissists do. The mere fact that I tried to get you to drop your frame and spend time with me and open up to me and cooperate and collaborate and work together so that we can accomplish things together, spend our time together having fun, or spend our time together making money or getting shit done, trying to find overlap in interests so that we can find ways that we can enjoy our time together. I'm not a fucking narcissist. I tried to get you to drop your fucking walls I tried to get you to fucking let me in. I tried to get you to open up to me. But you wouldn't. I'm not a fucking narcissist. I didn't try to manipulate anybody. Calling me a manipulator and a liar and a player. I'm not. You're the ones that want to play fucking stupid fucking games with people. Piece of shit. You're all scum. You're real fucking scum, all of you. All the lies and all the slander. All the people framing, holding your frame. You framed me. You framed me.
You framed me.
You went around talking shit about me behind my back. You made absolute fucking certain that I would never be able to fucking defend myself. You framed me. You framed me. I was just sitting here and I'm like, I can't make you stop. People were like, literally, they'd rather let me beat the shit out of them than fucking tell me the truth. You framed me, you monsters. You fucking monsters. If I could just get one person to tell me the truth, and if I just had $10,000 to talk to a lawyer, I'd kill all of you. I'd rip you all to pieces. But I couldn't find one honest person in this whole fucking world.
God.
You all work together to frame me. I hate you. I wish I had guns. I wish I had fucking guns.
Dude, that is going, bro. That is going on the soundboard, bro. I wish I had guns.
I wish I had.
There's literally no way, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god.
When will he stop, bro?
I don't know, bro. It's,
Oh, yeah, next episode, like Bozzy.
bro, we should have started 12 hours ago, bro. You framed me. You framed me, you monsters. I wish I had guns. I wish I had fucking guns.
I wish I had guns.
That shit is
True.
scary. So funny and scary at the same time.
Yeah, he had kids, bro. That's funny.
Sandwich. Okay.
So,
All she had to do was suck my dick and make me a sandwich
oh,
and spend the night in my bed.
the hooker. That's literally a straight. That's the greatest writer hooker of all time, bro.
It's just the fact
That pulls in the reader so fast.
there's a video dedicated to it. All she had to do was suck my dick and make me a sandwich. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Foote.
Bruh. She had one job.
All she had to do was suck my dick and make me a sandwich.
I talked in one of my other videos about how my last common law wife, every single relationship that she had.
You know, this is kind of scary going into, because the video is called "I Broke Her," and either this is Ian actually accepting responsibility for once, or he's just talking about beating the fucking shit out of her, man. Like, this actually could just go
One of
either
the
way.
two.
Like,
One of the
straight
two.
up, actually. Here we go.
Prior to mine, she hurt them. They were violent with her. And
Wait, what?
every single relationship that she had prior to mine, she hurt them. They were violent with her. And they ended up being arrested because they were violent with her and they hurt her physically. And I was the only one. I feel grateful that I didn't get my hands on the guy that she cheated on me with. Because I know that I would have hurt him very, very badly. And I would have been locked up for a long time. And it's good that he escaped before I got my hands on him.
Right.
But the reason
Alright.
I'm making this video is because it just occurred to me.
Oh, yeah.
That when I didn't beat the shit out of Sharon, I
Bruh.
broke her.
What?
I had never had
You were
that
so
thought
right. Holy shit.
until 30.
And that's insane to say. Maybe I should have beat the fuck out of you.
When
Sure.
I didn't. So this is him confirming that he did.
Cause my read was that like he's saying because he didn't, it was like he was allowing her to do shit. I could be wrong. Maybe you probably.
It sounds like it's both.
Yeah.
Remember when either it's both. Either it's him taking responsibility, or it's him saying he beat the shit. It might be both. It might be him acknowledging that he fucked her up, and it's also him admitting that he beat the shit out of her. As like, I guess.
Oh, nuts. Fuck.
It just occurred to me. I think that when I didn't beat the shit out of Sharon, I broke her. I had never had that thought until 30 seconds before recording this.
This is him having he thinks it's a good thing that he was beating the shit out of his ex-wife. This he's rash. This is him. This is the video that he's making after he rationalized that it was a good thing that he was beating the shit out of his ex-wife.
That's just yeah, that I don't even know what to say. I mean,
Sure.
And the worst part is, it's not even someone who's like, oh, I want to get help and I can't help myself. This is literally a dude who's so far up his own ass that he believes everything coming out of his own mouth. This is that. I'm really interested in what he thinks the Bill Burr's type. Like, if I asked him what is the Bill Burr's type comedy that he's referring to, like, I wonder what he would point to.
what would he say? What would it be? Maybe it's the like kind of off the cuff. I think he thinks that if he probably thinks that sometimes when he screams, he's like funny. It was like, well, Bill Burr goes on rants, so I must be like Bill Burr.
Yeah, I guess Bill Burr. I think he's taking the fact that Bill Burr is an uncensored comedian and using that for himself, trying to be uncensored as well. But he just doesn't understand the difference between what Bill Burr and what he is trying to do. So he doesn't understand that Bill Burr is not an angry man who hates women. So he sees Bill Burr as a patriarch, even though Bill Burr has probably not thought those words ever.
Yeah, and if Bill Burr would have saw one of his videos, he probably can bully the fuck out of this guy.
Yeah, you'd be fresh meat.
I have no way to confirm its truth, but I suddenly intuitively know with a certainty that by refusing to beat the shit out of my last common law wife, I broke her.
What
Using
the
two.
fuck?
How interesting.
Well, from that phrasing, it sounds like saying that was the one he didn't beat.
Yeah.
So it's not like he beat the other ones.
It sounds like it was something he did. The way I interpret it is, it sounds like something she he's making it seem like it's something that she wanted, like would ask for. Though that's I guess both interpretations are kind of valid. I mean, I don't fucking know, but I guess like it kind of, to me, it kind of sounds like in his mind that it was something that he wanted, and like it was something that he decided to stop doing. And then like in his mind, I guess like it was something that she needed to like put in her place or whatever the fuck. And I guess like, I mean, considering she was with this nigga, I guess she was the person that she liked. So I'm assuming Sharon was a very submissive person, right? So they might have had just this domestic abuse dynamic going on where he would just beat the shit out of her to keep her in her place. And when he might have thought it was a mercy on her to stop doing that or whatever the fuck. And then this video might be him saying, I fucked her up by no longer putting her in her place. But I think your interpretation is also valid. He might have just beat the shit out of his other wives.
Yeah, because the first time he said it, we talked about. I agree with your first one, where I was like, it's both. He did beat her, but then he stopped, and then that was the situation that happened after the fact. But also, the second time he said it, like towards the end of the video, it sounded like, I guess maybe it was just situational framing, but the way it was framed, it sounded like, oh, he probably didn't beat her at all. He probably stopped beating her in particular because she probably was, like you said, submissive and shit. Like he didn't have to do that to her.
Yeah.
But because of that, she ended up doing that shit. So maybe he's like, oh, I regret not beating her like I did the other wives because she ended up doing shit she ended up doing.
I think she cheated on him with to hurt him. Right? That was his last common law. Yeah, that there goes the Sharon profile. Add that to the spreadsheet.
Yeah, we got the Sharon one.
Yeah, bro.
Sure.
That's crazy, dude. It just does not stop getting on. No, I want to see the comments on this one actually, because that's mad.
That was probably the worst thing.
Imagine you remove the curtains now. It's too bright there. Want to smoke some doinks together, Mr. Foote? Sir Ian, will you be show your bathroom to us? Do you not have shirts? Ian hates shirts. I think it's the other way around. True, bro. Shirts hate him. That's not the guy's fault. It's not the guy's fault, though. Stop holding your frame up, dude. Oh my god, dude. He's already becoming like a fucking internet legend, dude. Wait until TikTok finds this guy, dude.
That Hearn makes videos. I don't want to say he makes a lot of videos, but he's made more than one video about how to tell if someone knows how to fight. If he takes off his shirt and his shoes, if he wants to fight you bare-chested and barefoot, he knows how to fight.
Not necessarily.
Okay, Ian. This one. Bash my brains in with a brick. 12 minutes. Okay, we're in for a doozy.
Actually.
Like, this dude, I'm not even gonna... He's got a fucking... Yeah, dude, I'm not even gonna lie to you. He might have fucking lost it. He doesn't have the baseball cap on. He's got a beanie on. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
I'm a 49-year-old man. And outside of whatever my daughter and my descendants might do with their lives and what I might do in the future, I know conclusively, without question, the moment when my actions and choices had the largest impact on the world. I can precisely tell you the moment, the most influence that I ever had over the fate of the human race, the species. I like the word species. Race. Okay. Race is a word that's thrown around so casually. I know the moment that I had the greatest impact on the species. And I know the period of time when I had the greatest impact on the species. I was working for a company called Foreign Exchange Translations, which later merged with other companies. But if you look it up on the internet, and you understand that they were involved in medical translations, you'll find a Wikipedia article, and you'll be able to track the progression of mergers that obscure what I did. And I didn't meet with the CEO and CIO, CTO. I met with the CEO and CTO, but it wasn't the CEO and CTO of Pfizer. It was the CEO and CTO of Wyeth Corporation. Wyeth Corporation merged with Pfizer, and Pfizer was the smaller company. But after the merger, Wyeth Corporation merged with Pfizer. They owned both names, and focus group testing revealed that Pfizer tracked better. So the new conglomerate was called Pfizer, even though I worked for Wyeth, which was the much larger company. So when I say to you that I met with the CEO and the CTO of Pfizer, I'm not a liar. I'm just streamlining the story. And I'm not being deceptive. I'm just trying not to lose your attention and bore the shit out of you so that your eyes glaze over
stop talking
and you wish
like
I would
that.
go away because I'm such a bore. I'm not trying to be deceptive. I just don't want to bore the shit out of you with the minutiae, because I know you don't really want to hear it, and if you do want to hear it, you'll ask.
Bruh. Oh my god.
I had a meeting with the CEO and the CTO of Wyeth Corporation.
Please move on with this story, dude.
Working for a company that employed 1,500 translators who worked remotely from their home office all around the world. And all of them knew at least 2 languages. And all of them had something in their background that made them qualified to translate medical jargon. Whether they were a nursing background or a veterinarian background or a biology background or a doctor background, whatever it was that they had, they were all qualified to translate medical jargon and were fluently bilingual, and there were more than 1,500 of them. And it was my job to understand the needs of them, the needs of the executive, the needs of the management, the needs of the clients, the needs of the people, and the requirements of the government, which was massive and highly complex.
Oh, really?
And I had a meeting. It was me,
He's so
the president of the company that I worked for, not one of the senior executives that I usually talk to, but the president. and the CEO and the CTO of Wyeth Corporation.
Oh my
and
God.
we were talking on the telephone.
Wow.
And
I
Wow.
spoke with the CEO and the
I
president
spoke with the CEO.
of whatever.
I was so fucking. I mean, for lack of a better term, nigga, I was goated. Like, everyone knew where I was.
Nah, for lack of a better term, he changed the whole course of humanity. That's what I understand.
True.
He's taking so long to progress with this fucking story, man. He's like, well, he doesn't want to bore. It's like, dude, stop repeating yourself. Just continue.
it was my responsibility to convince Wyeth Corporation, which is now called Pfizer,
Oh, wow.
that I could take this geo-distributed team and integrate them so precisely and properly and fluidly, and they wanted to feel like our team was on the next floor down of their office building. That was their requirement. They had to be able to feel like the people in our geo-distributed team were on the next floor of the building. And I had to build the technology to deliver that in the early 2000s while working from my home office in my apartment in Halifax. That was a big meeting, and I had to not choke. That was the danger. I have the shit. My biggest danger was not to choke. I stripped down to my underwear. I don't have any underwear, so I'm not gonna take these off.
Whoa, relax.
Sure.
And I rolled myself a fucking doobie.
Yeah.
A doobie?
That nigga is high as fuck.
And I held it in my hand like a security blanket.
Yeah, he rolled it.
Like Linus
Right.
in the Peanuts cartoons from Charlie Brown and Snoopy. With his little blanket to make him feel safe. I had my joint in my hand. And I had my beer in my hand.
Why do you call it doobie?
And I put them on speakerphone. And I paced around my living room to bleed off the anxious energy from this extremely pivotal meeting that was going to touch the lives of the entire species for years to come.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I talked to them as
What
I
are we
drank
talking
my
about
beer
here? Okay, he put his dick
in my
their
underwear
face.
in my living room in Halifax with my joint in my hand, unlit. So I
Over
waved
a Zoom
around
call.
to nobody like a baton as I spoke. And I convinced them that I could and would deliver the technology that they needed to bring medicine to the entire human race.
Okay.
And the president let me fucking run with the ball because I was in the fucking zone. I handled all their questions. I knew exactly what the right answer was because I was relaxed.
Okay, Homelander.
Didn't explain anything. I did not explain anything. I wanted to
And
know.
then
He doesn't need to. He's
I
Homelander.
did what I said I could do.
I did. I told him I could do it.
I worked tirelessly. And I built what I promised I could build.
Isn't
I
this
did
shit
what I
called
said I could
bash
do.
my brains in with a brick?
Yeah, it is. I guess at the end he's gonna be like, and after all that, no one gives a fuck about me or anything I do.
Oh my god, all this
I built the
yapping, dude.
technology I promised I could build.
All this yap, bro. He's like, I had a meeting. It took 12 minutes. He took 10 minutes to say that he had a meeting with Wyatt Corporate, the CEO and president of Wyatt Corporations, and he told him that he could do it. He said he could
but I can't.
I can do it. I can bring
I changed
medicine
the
to
world.
the whole world.
What do you think of that, L? That's right. I win.
My perfect victory, L.
Thank you.
He pats himself on the back.
Here's the cash.
Keep the change. The animal.
He didn't
I
even
brought
explain
medicine
what he
to the
just
entire
brought medicine.
universe.
What did you do?
He's
That
emoting, bro.
was
Chill.
This must be an actual delusion of grandeur. Like what is he even like?
Yeah,
what
we're
would he?
seeing.
What could he? What does he think he did? That's what I want to know.
He knocked the interview out of the park, bro. He thought he was getting pop quiz, and he aced it. He changed humanity.
All right, fair enough.
He is
You
Dr.
brought
Stone.
medicine. True, bro. Okay, docs. Okay. Fair enough. Alternate universe, Johnny Silverhand. Like, bro, this is like actually Johnny Silverhand prime. Like, legit. Like, this is our Johnny.
No,
Silverhand.
Like,
it is.
really.
That's crazy. Like, this nigga, in our world, he's bringing medicine to the human race. So why?
No. Human species.
Oh, right, the human species. You're the human species. So why bash him with the with the brick?
Moment beyond what I might do in the future and what my descendants might accomplish. I saw her as honest and earnest and open, naive, sensitive, creative.
Like that she was naive.
Yeah.
Those were the things that I saw in her. And those are the things that I loved about her.
Walter White here.
He catches me off guard when he just cuts it off so quickly every time. It just comes out of nowhere. Oh, I was waiting to watch this one, bro. I was excited to see this one. And, bruh, is he like... Bro. Am I tripping? Is that fucking ellipses? No. Is that a fucking ellipses, Robert?
Yeah.
Yo.
3 days ago,
It's an
he posted a video
ellipses.
saying, I want to hurt people.
If
That might be
this-
part of the reason.
Dude, if this nigga is some kind of meta absurdist, dude.
Dude, he's the GOAT.
Oh my god. I mean, it's true that Selena took his daughter away, so things like that are true. No, I don't. No, there's no way. No, he's not a meta absurdist. But these ellipses are interesting.
Well, he is known to be like super dramatic. The whole like
I'm gonna put my money.
He literally has a video called "The Sanctity of Human Life," which is like the most dramatic ass, game for a video ever.
I'm gonna put my money that after that it says, and I fended them off or I told them off. I'll put my money on that. That's what continues.
Sure.
Yeah, let's just all right.
So the cops came to my apartment yesterday at 8 o'clock in the morning. They knocked on my door They identified themselves as the Toronto Police.
Wow.
I walked over, I looked through the peephole, I saw the police officers there. I locked my door. I walked back into my apartment. I didn't speak to them. I didn't acknowledge that they were even there. I did not interact with them. I didn't refuse to speak to them. I just ignored them completely. Picked up my phone. I called my lawyer. I managed to get a hold of one of my lawyer's associates. I told my lawyer's associate that the police were outside my door and that they had identified themselves, but they had refused to indicate why they were there, and that they had tried to get me to open the door. And while I was talking to my lawyer's associate, the police officers started smashing on my door, trying to break my door down. My lawyer's associate heard them. I said, "Can you hear them? They're trying to break my door down." My lawyer's associate said, "Yes, I can hear them. Be cool. I'm going to contact your lawyer. I'm going to get a conference call going so the three of us can talk." I said, "Okay." He hung up on me. The lawyers could hear me, the police officers could hear me talking to my lawyer through the door. They walked down to the end of my hallway so that they could whisper amongst themselves without me hearing them. But they didn't leave. I could see that by looking through the peephole. I sat and I waited for my lawyer to call me back. My lawyer called me back, and there was a conference call between me, my lawyer's associate, and my lawyer. I was on the phone talking to them, explaining to them that the police officers were outside my apartment. They had tried to break my door down, that I had not interacted with them in any way. I didn't even acknowledge that they existed. Apparently they got somebody to give them a key because they unlocked my door after unsuccessfully trying to break it down, and they entered my apartment without my consent. They had no warrant. I was on the phone to my lawyer and his associate,
And that is pretty bad.
and it's a good thing that I
He didn't
was,
say that he asked
because they
for it.
opened the door and they took a step into my apartment, and I was looking right at them. And I'm talking to them, I'm talking to my lawyer, I'm talking to them, I'm talking to my lawyer. What should I do? "Excuse me, officer, pardon me for a moment, I'm trying to talk to my lawyer." In the end, I hung up on my lawyer. The cops put handcuffs on me. They said something about a mental health act. They weren't there to detain me. They had no search warrant. They had no warrant for my arrest. They had no crime that I had committed. They could not identify a crime that I committed. There was no victim. There was no crime. There was no nothing. There were two police officers that tried unsuccessfully to smash my door down and break into my apartment. Then they got my superintendent.
It was a
to knock
wellness
on my
check.
door without my consent.
Yeah.
They walked in. They put me in handcuffs. They took me out of my building. How humiliating to be fucking taken out of my building by two police officers in handcuffs. They drove me over to a psychiatric institution. They took me to the hospital.
Oh, good.
I talked to a psychiatrist
No way.
about my YouTube channel. After having a brief conversation with the psychiatrist ordered the police officers to take the handcuffs off me. And they let me go.
What
I
does this
walked away.
conversation sound like? How did you convince your psychiatrist it wasn't a big deal?
They had no warrant for my arrest.
Then-
They had no crime.
Bro,
This is
getting
like
paid
an
for
adult.
it.
No
You
suspicion
can't
of
technically hold them, so.
Well, but like, don't you think a psychiatrist's word on like whether or not a motherfucker should be detained for the shit he's saying to like like I wish I had guns and shit like that? Like,
I mean,
do you think
psychiatrists want to
it
go
is done
home
that deep?
sometimes, you know?
Yeah, right.
I
Like,
mean,
don't you
keep in
think
mind, he
they
is
look
very
for him?
articulate, so they probably
Right.
didn't think that he was like any immediate danger.
Probably not. It's more so him being the danger. I wish I had guns is really funny, but like at the end
I don't
of
know if
the
the
day, like,
psychiatrist had the video transcripts with him, and they just
Right.
kind of just gave him someone to talk to him. I think if the psychiatrist saw the videos and like watched them, because since the psychiatrist doesn't have access to the videos, he can pretty much say whatever the hell he wants about what the videos contain. But if the psychiatrist doesn't physically have the videos with him, there's no like kind of real way he can judge what's going on in the videos or what he's saying or whether or not they're like cause for concern. Which that was like a negative on the cops' part. for not looking into it.
You're right.
True. They busted him without a warrant. Then they left, and then they came back and said it was a wellness check.
Yeah, I'm
That was a
thinking.
lot of
I don't know how it is
enough
in.
time for him
Well,
to
come on,
talk
he's
to
in
his lawyer.
Canada. I don't know how it works in Canada because he's kind of like invoking like a kind of United States kind of like, oh, you need a warrant. I don't know how it is in Canada. But I don't think for that type of thing, I don't think they need a warrant. Like if it's just like a wellness check, you might just bash in your room if whoever called it like there was a
Yeah.
sense of urgency.
Yeah, if you're like about to kill
True,
yourself or
but
something.
they took at least from the events that he's telling us, for him to be able to get with his lawyer and have all that time,
Oh,
that's
it's not easy to break a door down. And then they failed. So
Well, that's why I don't think they even broke down the door. I think they probably knocked and he was like spazzing.
yeah, probably.
And then that's why they just unlocked it. They probably knocked on the door all the times. They're like, we really need to get in there. They might have tried to break in, but then there might have been someone like maybe like a sergeant who was like, you can't do that. And he was like, we'll wait for the guy to give us the key. If we can't get access, then we're just gonna have to just leave. But I guess they got access within reason by the person who owns the apartment complex. So that's why they entered. And it was a wellness check, so they were. I'm assuming that they were within their bounds to do so, which is into the apartment.
Right. Well, interesting. I think I should probably. I'm thinking somebody, if the psychiatrist doesn't come across it on their own, or someone doesn't get in touch with their psychiatrist,
Sure.
that might have to be something.
Crime, no victim, no nothing.
Just like be like, yo. Apparently he's plugging you, but you should actually watch these videos, dude.
They just
Kinda
showed up
funny.
at my house and tried to break my door down without ever stating in any conclusive way what I was accused of having done. I didn't commit any crime. There was no victim. There was no nothing. They just broke into my house, handcuffed me behind my back, and forced me to a police car and took me to a psych ward. Now, fortunately, I talked to the psychiatrist and they let me go. But by 11 o'clock in the morning, I was walking out the front door with the handcuffs off. But that doesn't change the reality of what happened. Why did they break into my apartment and put me in handcuffs and drag me off? Because of my YouTube channel. Just because of this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel was enough for them to break into my house, handcuff me, and drag me to a fucking psychiatric institution. That's Canada. That's the country that we live in.
Exactly. That's insane.
I don't know why he's trying to invoke some type of political statement from that. I mean, the truth of the matter is that on your YouTube channel, my nigga, you're saying crazy shit. Like you're saying that you want to harm people, that you want to kill people. I mean, there's no reason why they wouldn't do a wellness check. That's not just Canada. If you did that in America, they probably would have did way worse than just knock on your door lightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We finally made it to respecting women, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, it's hard to catch up with this guy. It feels like we're going to, but every time it feels like we're gonna catch up, it's another another one, bro. And then it's another one. Bro, this is gonna sound kind of dark, but I kind of.
Is it though?
Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Because I don't know what type of person my dad was that much. We'll put it that way. I just think it would be really funny if I came across a channel of his. And I don't think he'd be an Ian Foote. Definitely not. Definitely not. Not going to say that. But, I think he might be a character that I think would be a lolcow worthy. We'll put it that way.
Sure.
Dang. I think every dad might be. What's that?
Yeah, true.
Whereas it be
Maybe.
sports
Maybe.
or
At this age, yeah, bro.
Yeah. Alright, I'm finna go grab some water. Trolls. Ian Foote trolls.
Finally.
I guess I'm not a troll, or I guess I don't feel like a troll, but I think he might be talking to us with this one. He may be.
That's fine. I think I can be a troll. I'm a concerned troll. I'll take that one.
I'm concerned for society more than Ian.
Right.
true.
Yeah.
So I got a fucktard on here. Put a comment on my video. Live stream
I like
or
that
it
one.
didn't
Haven't heard him say
happen.
fucked hard yet.
And I took the time to write a carefully worded reply. I said, listen,
He's keyboard warrior,
I
like me.
didn't put the cops on blast because I didn't want to make it personal. I didn't want to put them on defense. I wanted the police officers to question the morality of their job when they talk to their wives when they get home from work. I wanted the police officers to question if this is the kind of world they want their children to grow up in.
If only someone else besides
I
Angel was
didn't
saying
put
this
them
shit.
on live stream because I didn't want to put them
Exactly.
on blast. Because I wanted them to be able to see me as a brother. They're cops. I was
Why?
ex-infantry. I was supposed to go to fucking Bosnia and prevent fucking genocide. I had a conversation with them about their fucking gear and their webbing, because I used to wear webbing when I was in the military. I talked to them about how I received an honorable discharge from the military.
Sure.
About how I was accused of stolen valor. And I went through most of the way through the process.
Yeah.
So you didn't go. Yeah. So basically, when he says I was in the military, he meant I was trained and I failed, and then instead of just actually doing the work to get in there,
He's just
I
telling
faked
people
about
he was in
my.
the military.
Yeah. He's like, well, they said I had stolen valor, or quotations. Like, you don't just incidentally get accused of stolen valor. People who would know if you were even stealing valor in the first place would be other military people.
Sure.
Actually, I'll take a step further. It's probably not that he wasn't in the military. He probably just didn't do anything significant. So once he left, he was like, well, technically I'm in the military, so no one can question that. And I know some of the lingo. So he just walked around with some type of like military uniform. It looks like he's a fucking freeloader, so he probably was just using that so he can get military benefits at like fucking Starbucks or whatever, Maple Syrupville or whatever the fuck they call it in Canada. And he got caught up.
He had a meeting with the president and CEO of the military.
Oh damn!
The president of the military, like the literal fucking president at that point. Like, I talked to the commander in chief. So you talked to fucking what, Biden or something? What are you talking about? I guess they don't have presidents, so there was a prime minister. That's why he's Trudeau. He probably kicked him out of the military.
Probably.
That's hella funny, bro. Hey, this dude never fails, bro. Like, fucking add stolen valor to the list. That's so crazy.
Process of applying for my.
I wouldn't even never imagined.
Actually, dude.
I would actually like out of all the things that he did, I would have never thought stolen valor. I thought he was, you know, a little more
Grounded, you know.
respectable than that in his own way.
I love it. I love it.
This first, I don't know who was his writer, but
Like, I was a
everyone
veteran.
crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
They're cooking. They're cooking.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We have to draw the most peak inspiration from this craft here, this creative.
But I decided to delay filling it out until after I cut my hair and shaved my beard. When those cops took the cops took the cuffs off me and they left, they gave me a fist bump when they left. I didn't put them on live stream. I didn't put them on blast. Because I don't want them to feel defensive. I want them to question if this is really what they want to do with their lives. And that's why I didn't put them on blast. Now, I said this in a reply, a carefully worded reply to one of my comments on here, one of my fucking trolls. And because these trolls left comments on my channel, they can delete my replies to their comments. That happens to me quite a bit. People leave comments on my channel, and I compose very carefully worded, precise, honest, expressive,
The fact that he's not even mad about what the dude said, he's mad that he gets like he never fails to just go left, dude. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good, bro. It's like
it's literally just eating. Perfect.
Every minute detail.
responses to their comments, and they delete my responses because they're able to delete replies to their comments, at which point I ban them from my channel. In this particular occasion, I decided that I'm gonna make a video about my carefully worded comment that this motherfucker just deleted. I just banned him, and now I'm fucking telling you what was in my comment.
I feel like he's probably misunderstanding whatever the fuck's happening, because I doubt anybody would back down against Ian Foote.
Yeah, obviously not. I just think it's funny. He thinks that like the people who are commenting are deleting his comments. But just YouTube. YouTube doesn't.
Insane shit.
They are just reporting his comment, and YouTube just deletes it.
Yeah,
that's hella funny.
You should probably calm down, because if he pops up enough on their algorithm, considering his other channels got deleted, he might shoot his ass off the internet. So you'd probably be more careful.
Yeah, he don't understand that though. We're getting there. A woman who's strong enough to stand up to me. Oh, it's there. We're there. You know, that's so funny. A couple days ago we were caught up.
There are people out there that had this idea in their head for some fucking reason that I wanted a strong-willed woman, that I would respect a woman who was strong enough to stand up to me. That if they stood up to me, I would respect them for it.
I don't have that idea.
Which is completely false. It's completely false. But there's a really good comedy sketch. Smart versus clever. It really does sort of hit the fucking nail on the head.
Date smarter as you possibly can. And I say smart and not clever, because there's a big difference between smart people and clever people. There are a couple of people nodding out there who've dated clever people before. And right now, if you're sitting there and you're like, I'm not sure if the person I'm with is...
This shit is not going to be funny like at all.
That's how they work. But it's just a totally different thing between dating smart and clever people. And it really comes out when you get into any sort of argument. Like, if I get in an argument with my wife, who's smarter than me, it usually plays out just kind of like, hey, you know what, sweetie, I think I'm right. And then she'll say, no, actually, I think I'm right. And I'll be like, fine, you tell me why you think you're right. And then she'll list a bunch of facts. And I'll say, what? And that's it. And it's over. It's really quick, but there's a lot of time left in the evening to get more things wrong, which is very helpful. But clever people, it's a totally different thing. It's a totally different way of arguing, because clever people don't use facts. They just bring up times that you've been wrong in the past to completely invalidate your argument. Somebody had experience with this before? It's like trying to date a negative political attack ad against you. You know what I'm saying? So when you come out and you're like, hey, sweetheart, I'm gonna go hang out with the guys tonight and watch the game. I'm pretty sure I told you about this last week. Then she comes back with, oh, really? Drew Barth says that he's pretty sure he mentioned last week he was going out with the guys tonight. But isn't this also the same Drew Barth that was pretty sure the movie started at 8:15 last night? And we know how that one turned out. And isn't this the same Drew Barth that was pretty sure he ordered more flea medicine for the cats online? Wrong again. Are we really going to trust a man who doesn't even know what drawer the big spoons go in? Don't. This Thursday, vote no on Drew going out and having a good time with his friends. Is Drew Barth wrong on big spoons, wrong on everything?
Hey, he's smiling.
What point is he gonna make?
He gets it.
No, what does he get? We're not fucking retarded, Ian. You know what's funny? Like, I noticed this thing in comedy shows now, where people don't write comedy, they write shit so the crowd can applaud them. Like, I'm not here to clap for you, nigga. You better make a joke.
I think it's for, well, first off, comedy is subjective. I don't think it's funny, but there's people who don't have a very refined sense of humor.
They didn't laugh too much. They clapped at it, so I don't know what that means when you clap at a comedy.
They might just relate to what he's saying. I don't know. Another thing is, like, people are a lot more inclined to laugh at comedy shows because they're there for that. They're there to have fun. But yeah, that wouldn't be me. I probably wouldn't be laughing. I was hoping Ian would.
This is more just like, well, because Ian didn't say shit, so I guess we're fucking gonna talk about the comedy routine. Like, I just never understood why the fuck people wrote their comedy specifically for that moment where the crowd like applaud. Like, don't you want them to laugh at you, my nigga? And there's too many, I think, you know what it is? I think there's too many people who listen to like George Carlin, where he would do shit, and the crowd would applaud to him. Now everybody writes their comedy with the like, you're gonna laugh a little bit, but you should be like agreeing with me. I would be like agreeable instead of just like making comedy. Like, I'm not here to agree with you. I'm here to laugh at you, my nigga.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I don't really watch comedy, so that's not an issue I suffer from. Fortunately,
I'll make my debut.
I don't subject myself to garbage, or I try not to.
I'll make my sign off to the elite. With that comes the end.
I never cared about winning or respecting
2024.
I never cared about winning or respecting the community. I was never interested. I was a member of the.
That is insane.
I was one of the most influential software developers to ever live. I started in a fucking.
Dude, he literally is a cyberpunk character. He's literally a cyberpunk character, dude. Like,
yeah, he's getting the look.
There we go.
That's the opposite. They wanted me to find a woman that I respect, who loves me. That's the opposite of what I want. I wanted to be with a woman that I love, who respects me. I didn't want to be with a woman I respect, who loves me. I wanted to be with a woman I love, who respects me. I don't want equality. I don't want a power balance.
Wow.
I'd rather fucking throw them off a balcony than be in a power balance.
Whoa.
Oh, here we go again.
I wanted a woman who respects me, who I love.
Every time.
Not a power balance. Not someone to play with. Not a.
I want a woman who respects me and I love, but she doesn't have to love me, nor do I have to respect her. That's it.
Matter of fact, I'd rather fucking kill her than respect her.
Dude.
Every time with this nigga, it's like the same song and dance.
Yeah, I love this. I'm running out of things to say about it. All we could do is just laugh and be concerned and just be worried. And
Quality.
just,
Yeah, I mean, once he starts saying something a little bit new, we could probably say more about it.
yeah.
Not someone who loves me. To be with someone that I love. To have a relationship that I cherish. With a woman who respects me. Who trusts my judgment. Who trusts that I cherish her and love her and care about her. And submits to me. Because she respects me and she trusts me. And I care for her to the best of my abilities. Because
Fuck
I love
giving her a
and I
reason to
cherish
trust you, though.
That
you just have
was
to do
what
it
I
for
was
no
looking
reason.
for. That was what I
To do it just because he's a man. He just thinks that's a default of every woman. They just instantly respect the man.
Yeah. Ian could be more influential than Andrew Tate.
Probably not.
Just you wait. Oops.
loves me. I was looking for a woman I love who respects me.
Oh my god. How many times?
And if I can't have a woman that I love who respects me, then I'd just rather not have a woman in my life at all.
We can arrange that for you, Ian. We can arrange you never having a fucking woman in your life ever.
He seems to be doing that all on his own.
Some people use the word husband. Some people use the word wife.
Here we go. Incoming homophobia.
Use the word partner. When I was growing up, if somebody used the word partner, that was like a way to say that they're gay. They're either homosexuals or they're lesbians. When they say partner, that's like a euphemism to let you know that they're homosexuals.
I don't even
Nowadays,
know
everybody
how
uses the
changing
word
his
partner.
logic.
All these woke liberals all use the word partner. They don't say my husband. They don't say my wife. They say my partner. You listen to Justin Trudeau.
Defense of Ian.
Trudeau, they use the word partner.
He's kind of right, but
Wow.
yeah.
Where does this come from? Is it just like a? Is this like a
No, it's not a statistic. If you talk to, a lot of gay people in relationships, if they have like the same sex relationship, they do use the word partner. I don't know why. Sometimes they just say boyfriend or girlfriend. A lot of them do say partner. I heard that before. So he is right about that.
I've only ever heard partner to like refer to like a married woman and a married man. That's the only context I've ever heard partner. Partners for life, right? Like
Yeah.
that's,
Sure. In truth, it does go both ways, but a lot of time I do hear that from like that group of people. Which,
well, are they married?
I mean, me saying that, I guess they could be married. Sometimes they're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying that I have heard that from gay people. I've heard that more from gay people than from straight people. I'll say that.
Interesting. I never consciously
Partner.
took note of
They
that.
don't say my husband. They don't say my wife. They say my partner.
That was why I
Every time I hear
noticed that or kind of realized that was a thing that they did was because I had like used that just kind of just like, oh yeah, like someone's partner, and then like someone's like, oh, you mean like gay people? And I kind of, my head was like, is that what, like I kind of made me realize like, oh, I guess some gay people do say that, and I didn't notice that some gay people do use that terminology. That was the only time I recognized it. It was once someone pointed it out to me, but that was like not something I had noticed.
Was he capitalist and conservative? The person who pointed it out to you?
I don't think so. No.
Interesting. But yeah, I mean, I believe it. I mean, it's just something I've heard in relationships. I don't think that's exclusive to gay people at all, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't say it's exclusive, but I've heard that, and I guess that might be
Well,
some
you're going to.
older
If
people
it's
think that. Yeah, I'm just saying that might be something that older people think.
Yeah.
I heard it from gay people, but I don't think that's like a when I think that I don't immediately think, oh yeah, gay people.
Yeah, well, older people are gonna bring up some gay people anywhere if they hate them. Like Ian manages a way to do that quite often.
You know why I wanted
He's
to
out
move to the
of left
country?
field with that shit. Yeah, because Canada has gender equality. I know Ian.
Because I don't like surprises.
Yeah,
And I don't
right.
believe in democracy.
And gender
That's why I
equality.
wanted to buy land and move to the country. I don't like surprises.
He's gonna go to.
I want a bunch of land with a fence around it and a gun. And if anybody shows up uninvited, I'll tell them to get the fuck off my land or I'll shoot them. What I want.
Why do you want to land? Because
the further I
you want land because you want to like have a bunch of kids and his grandkids to live there. He's gonna have like a beautiful forest, little food area and everything like that. And all of a sudden it's like, I need land because I need to get a gun and I put a fence around my land and I don't like surprises.
No, he's getting there. He's gonna say he wants. He just hasn't said it yet. He's getting there.
the way I am from large groups of people, the less they're going to meddle in my life. I don't want to be subjected to their judgments. I don't want to hear their fucking
Third or
opinion.
fourth time he repeats
I don't have anything to do with them. You see all those videos online about homeowners associations. People buy a house and then they've got these fucking jackasses from the homeowners association. People want to keep the neighborhood clean. Showing up at their door, telling them what color they're allowed to paint their house, telling them that they have to cut their grass, telling them that they have to change what kind of flowers they plant in front of their fucking house. The reason I wanted to buy land and move to the country is because I don't like surprises and I don't believe in democracy. Is that pretty fucking cut and dried?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a
really.
genius level intellect. I get pissed off. I think fast, I move fast, I ask facts, I do fast.
I haven't. Yo, he's about to start rapping.
Underwig. Go back, that was kind of bars.
I have a genius level intellect.
I get pissed off. I think fast, I move fast, I ask facts, I do fast. Fast, 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 fast. I get frustrated.
Okay.
I get frustrated. Somebody fucking told people that I was emo because I burst into tears. I burst into tears because I was so...
You might be MF
Actually, bro. I think fast, I talk fast, I know fast, I think fast, I fast, faster to fast, faster to fast. Bro said he burst into tears because niggas were moving too slow.
Someone said it was emo because I burst into tears.
He's such a child. He's like a child.
Oh my fucking god, dude! I love this.
He's like genuinely childlike in his like demeanor.
Oh my fucking god, man. Somebody said that on emo because I burst into tears.
Somebody said I was emo because I like to cry, nigga, because I be sad as shit.
Oh my fucking god. I love this nigga. I love this nigga.
Actually,
I think it's that video he started crying about how women don't want him. Somebody called him emo on that video. Oh my god.
emo because I burst into tears. I burst into tears because I was so fucking frustrated. So frustrated that my anger and my frustration exhausted me. Pacing around my room, punching the walls, smashing my fucking head against a fucking brick wall, trying to get to my goals. Frustrated. So angry, so fucking furious that my own anger exhausts me. That I'm so angry for so long that I'm exhausted by my own anger. That I collapse to the floor, exhausted by my own anger, by my own frustration. And Am I emo? I'm not fucking emo. I hate you fucking people.
Understandable crash out, actually. I mean, how dare anyone call this nigga emo?
Am I emo?
I'm not fucking emo. You're the emo. Matter of fact, you're a homo.
Bro, I like how he says I'm not emo, and then the literal next thing he says is I hate you fucking people. Like, bro. Oh.
I hate my mom and dad. That's like the most emo thing ever.
Yeah, this is it. This is legit a 40-year-old emo. He just doesn't declare it. It's not as doesn't use it as a title.
So frustrated that I literally collapsed from exhaustion from being so angry.
God damn.
It's awesome.
I don't like surprises. I don't want to fucking be judged by you fucking people. I want to pay my dues, get my money, buy land, find a woman that's not a bitch, and move to the...
I told you, bro. The second
He always does that.
time he's gonna mention it, bro.
I want a woman who isn't a fucking piece of shit.
Make a family. Yeah, I forgot it the first 2-3 times, but he got there, bro.
Kids and sit around on my porch drinking beer and playing harmonica. I don't have anything to do with you fucking people. Saying I use people. If 5 men get together and work together to build a bridge across a river so that they can get to town without having to go walk around the lake, are they using each other? Fuck all of you.
Pretty good analogy.
Fuck you.
It's only based on
fucking piece of shit. I fucking hate you.
I believe that you hate us, bro. So fucking angry.
Yeah, he's an angry little fucker. And that was called democracy for what?
I don't know, but the next one is called conservative. We'll see if it has anything to do with being conservative.
Fucking probably doubt it, because he's always gonna bring up some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Well, before we considering that, I'm real quick. Give me a second.